Hello, hello, my friends. Come join the fun. That's not what I want. Just grabbing a couple links for you guys. Come jump in. And some free readings tonight. Please feel free to share on your page. It's always helpful to have people share so they know what we're doing. There we go. And then I'll need you to say hello in the comments. Let me know you can see me and hear me okay. That would be very helpful. Hey, Jennifer. I wish we were sitting outside at my campfire again. Jen joined us at one of the backyard campfire readings that I plan to do again this summer. I think it'll be fun. Actually, I'm hoping to do them when it warms up a little bit this spring, because it's great to be outside when it's springtime. All right. Hello, hello, everyone. I would also love to know if you're joining me and you're new. Just let me know that you are new to me, because that's always fun to see. I like to get to know everybody, of course. But it is really hard for me to see in here in the evenings. I think my lighting is bad in the evenings. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Or if you're brand new to even having readings, I would love to know that too. I just saw someone that signed up for Spirit School. They are from Australia. How fun is that? We're like global, which is super fun. All right, beautiful. Okay, so most of you know this and hear me say this whenever I do these lives. If you get some creeper in your messages or messaging you on here somewhere that says to email them for reading and give them money for a reading because they have something they have to tell you, yeah, that's a scam. I'm not associated with it. I would never do that, nor would anybody that I am any of my colleagues would ever do that. So just report them, delete it. As soon as I catch it, I delete it and get rid of it. But they do try to jump in sometimes on these evenings when we come live. So just know that that is a scam and it's not me. I would never do that. All right. Carlene, welcome. New to it all. Love it. I love when the newbies come. Good, Cynthia. Yes, Cynthia. You know what? I saw your name. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, it's all about growth this year. We want to grow, grow, grow. All right. Hello, everyone. Do not send your questions yet, okay? Hold tight, please. Hold tight. I got a couple little announcements that I want to talk about. Awesome. All sorts of people jumping on. I love doing these free readings. I think they're very fun. Oh, Kelly, I see that. Okay, gotcha. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Hold on though. Which Peggy? I have several Peggies. Tell me which one. Now that I'm looking at your name, I'm like, oh, hold on. Which one? Hello, hello, my friends. My eyeballs are watering. All right. Hello, hello. I'm not crying. My eyes are just watering. Can't wear makeup anymore. Makes my eyes water. So we just got back from a ski trip to Duluth, Minnesota. I love to ski, and we went to Spirit Mountain. And oh my God, it was like the freaking best ski weekend of the season so far, because they just got new snow and the weather, it was almost 40 both the days that we skied. So I'm tired, but in a good way. Don't send any questions yet, you guys, or they'll get lost. I'm not ready for them. Oh, gotcha. Okay, Peg, it is you. Okay. I thought it might be you. Just double checking. Hi, Miss Jolene. Yep, let me get warmed up with the group's energy first, you guys. Don't send your questions yet, or I won't see them and they won't get answered. I'll let you know when I'm ready. I got to work myself into it a little bit when I do a whole bunch like this. I will be, so I'll give you a couple announcements. So I have a private party this Saturday night that I'll be doing that I'm super pumped for. And I do private parties. I do psychic parties. So if anyone's interested in those, make sure you let me know because they are super fun to do. And then the next weekend, I head down to the cities. And if anybody knows Echo Bodine, she has a new center over in the Richfield, I think it's Richfield area. Awesome. It's beautiful. So I'm going to do readings for her Aurapalooza there on the 18th. And then hopefully if the weather is nice, I head out to Iowa. I'm going to go back to Iowa, to Des Moines. I actually did several shows there before my dad got sick and all that kind of stuff. And I love doing shows there. They are so busy and people are so excited. So I'm going to be going over there again starting April 25th. I think it's a 2-day show, 25th and 26th. And I'll bring all my stuff. I'll be doing readings. Kathy's going to be helping me. So we have some stuff like that coming up this month as well. Okay, so I'm going to be hitting the road. All right, and then we have, oh, that's fun, Janice. Yeah, I love Echo. I love Echo Bodine. Her and one of my friends, Wes Hamilton, are actually great friends. And he kept telling me to go down and get my butt in her Aurapaloozas. And then she didn't have a center for a little bit. And now she's got a new center and it's freaking huge, first of all. And it's beautiful. They whipped that thing together so quickly. And the last show was just amazing. It was so much fun. So we'll have a good time. Okay, so as most of you know, unless you're brand new, Spirit School starts tomorrow, my friends. And so if you are interested, you can absolutely still sign up. So what Spirit School is it's a community and it's online for the most part. It would be really super fun at some point that we find kind of some central location so everyone can come together. That's kind of down the road, but that would be really fun. But it's an online community, and how we started out is over the next 6 weeks, we're going to work videos that I made of the foundational things that a lot of my new people want to know about. And then we go once a week live and we do Q&As. So for the next 6 weeks, we're going to do video plus a question and answer each week just to get you warmed up a little bit. And then over the rest of the year, so it's a year-long thing. Keep that in mind, my friends. Over the year and throughout the month, we're going to do different things. Like we're going to have study halls, which is a thing that you can come and ask me tons of questions about any subject under the sun. Not necessarily a bunch of readings, although we'll do some of those in that group too. But those are going to be more educational, the study halls. We're going to take different subjects and expand them. And we're going to work on a lot of kind of the day-to-day living and how, if you're super sensitive or if you want to get more sensitive and work on your intuition and things like that. And maybe you're somebody that just needs a community. Maybe you just need some friends. When I first started in this, I had a lot of friends kind of scatter. And I really didn't have that kind of like-minded group or a safe space to really talk about this stuff. And I would drive my teachers crazy because I had so many questions all the time. I had so many questions. And I thought I really someday would love a community where people can feel safe and not made fun of and not teased and all the stuff that happens, and really bring just a beautiful community together where you can explore that stuff and you can feel safe doing it. That is a big deal to me. And so that gets kicked off tomorrow. And I'm super, super excited about it. And so if people want more information, I did put the links up and I'll put them up again when we're done. And they're all over my Facebook page. They're on my website, all that kind of good stuff. But if you are interested, Spirit School is getting started and I am very, very, very excited for it. And then tomorrow night, we have our full moon group clearing. And I also put a link up for that. So if you're really a person, I better turn this off or it's going to after me a little bit there. There we go. If you're a person that is pretty sensitive, or you take on other people's stuff, or maybe you're empathic, or your day to day makes you feel heavy and drawn and things like that, you will want to take a look at the full moon group clearing. Okay. And I know there's several people in here that come every month. We've been doing it since COVID started. And I used to do it way before that. And then, like 2 weeks before COVID broke, my spirit was like, you need to start doing group clearings again. And I was like, well, shit, I haven't done those forever. And I started doing them, and it really carried a lot of people through that time. So they are amazing. I love doing them. I actually think it will help you, Janice, just because I know you a little bit. And I think having your toe in a place that you can feel supported, and every once in a while maybe get a little push, because I know sometimes you like those pushes like I do. I actually think it'd be great for you. Yes, Sonia, my full group clearings are amazing. We do them monthly, and I try to do them on the full moon. We tried a little bit different schedule last year, and it just didn't feel right. So you do need to just double check on the dates, because I know it was confusing to people. And Shauna says your clearings are the best, so powerful. Yeah, I do really like clearing energy. I'm going to be getting more and more into that this year, and I want to do a big clearing course in the fall, but in person. I really love to teach clearing connections in person, because you can do it online. I just think sometimes in person works better for certain things. Yes, Miss Vicky. She said she had me clear her office and her home, and it was amazing. Awesome. I love you guys. Thank you for spreading the word on that. I do appreciate it. Okay, so this is how we're going to work the readings. So if you have, I want you to listen to this, okay? Listen with your ears and your eyeballs. If you ask me about someone that's passed away, this is what I need, because it helps me tune in faster, do more readings, and just get right into it. So I need the loved one's name, how they passed, how long they've been gone, and how they're connected to you. I know I'm a medium. I should know all that. And if we were doing private sessions and I had all day, I would go through the whole thing. But we're doing mini readings for as many people as I can. So I need their name, how old they were, not really how old they were is helpful, how long they've been gone, how they died, and how they're connected to you. Okay. And you don't have to ask about a loved one. You can ask about questions about anything. You can do your career. Maybe you have some stuff in your body. I am not a medical intuitive. I do not give information that you should never not see a doctor. You always should go see your doctor. But sometimes it's an emotional piece that I can tune into that might help move some of that energy and open some doors for you to go get some of the help that you might need. Okay. So not a medical intuitive. I'm not going to tell you, diagnoses or anything like that, but sometimes I can feel the energy of that. So go ahead and start putting your questions in. If I do not get to you, here's the thing, you guys, here's what I would recommend. And I recommend this to all my groups. Listen to everybody's reading, because spirit's coming through as a collective. And yes, I might be reading for somebody, but if you listen with your ears, then you might understand that some of those readings, like someone might be coming through for Vicky, but it might count for 6 other people on the side too. And when I've done readings, a lot of times I have a lot of psychic friends. And so I'll go to support them and kind of sit in the audience and stuff. And they're not going to pick me because, I'm their friend. And I still listen to all the information, because oftentimes I get just as many readings as everybody else, because I'm listening to the messages. Okay. I'm not paying attention necessarily to the details of the people. I'm taking in the messages, because sometimes collectively that's how spirit brings things through. So listen with your ears to everybody. Okay. All right. Whew, you guys are on fire. And I don't want any messages if I miss you or I don't get to everybody. If you really, really, really want a reading, go book one. Okay, this is totally my free time. This is not spending time with my family or my friends or relaxing or any of that kind of stuff. And so I don't want any messages that, oh, you didn't read me, and putting your question in more than once is not going to help you. Okay. I know it sounds kind of bitchy, but got to have boundaries. If you ask about your career, do me one other favor. Tell me what you do. I know a lot of you, but I don't always keep you all straight in my head. I want to start with this one. Karen, she said, is my husband Vic with me? He died in 2016. Is there anything he wants to say to me? His body shut down. He was 77 and had a heart transplant. What I went to almost immediately was this big like hole in his heart, which I think is what you meant. Like I haven't ever gotten a symbol for heart transplant, but I think I just got that because I went straight into the heart transplant. And he's like, can you believe that they did that? Like they were able to put somebody else's heart in my body. And he really appreciated, like there's so much gratitude from him about he's like, I kind of lived on borrowed time. And he said, but I made the most of it. And he's like, what? He's really funny. I don't know if he had a good sense of humor. He feels like he did, because he's like, well, where else would I be? Like, he's super funny. He's like, well, where else do you think I'd be? Yes, he's got friends and family on the other side as well. But he's like, I don't even know why you're asking that. Of course I'm with you. Why would I not be with you? And he's kind of he's kind of teasing you a little bit, because I actually feel like he messes with you and you write it off like it's not from him. Like some weird thing in your house will happen, like a book will fly off the table, or the light bulb will shimmer or something. And you just like, you kind of notice it, but you just kind of write it off. And he's like, oh my God, all day I try to get in touch. Like I try to get her attention all day. So I would get a little bit more present in your body and watch for some of those weird things that happen within your house, because I feel like he's trying to almost stir up the energy in your house to get your attention. Okay. So he's like, yes, of course I am with you. I wouldn't be anywhere else. But he is like, she just doesn't notice my signs. So start paying a little bit more attention to that, hun. And it's really hard when you are focusing on someone's absence. It's hard to pay attention to their presence, but that's exactly what he's asking. Okay. Sue Quinn, she says, looking to start a side business, but not sure it has the legs it needs. This is what my face did. Like it was like, I don't love it. I feel like it has some of what you're looking for. I don't feel like it has stuff you need to make it worth your effort, time, and energy. Because my face immediately went like, don't love it. There's something about it I don't love. Obviously, you guys all have free will. Just because a psychic says it doesn't mean it's true. But I usually believe my face, especially if it does that. Okay. Okay, let me help you guys formulate your questions, because I need a little information. Because if you put, so I'm just going to pick on you, Ashley, but I'm doing it just to help so you can rephrase it. When you say current relationship, like I need a little bit more. Like you have probably 1,000 current relationships in some way, shape, or form. Tell me which one you're talking about. Okay. Okay, so like this person on here, they're saying inbox means send friend request, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're getting rid of them. That I'm not associated with that, you guys. Some people said they don't see those when they pop up. So I probably just sound like a crazy person, but ignore them. Interesting question. Alice said, am I causing my cats anxiety? Their behavior has changed and not in a good way. I don't know if they're peeing on stuff or whatever. First thing I heard was clear your house. and cats are natural clearers. That's what they do. Like that's their job. But I like, so I would sage your house, get a clearing, whatever floats your boat in that energy. But the first thing I heard was clear your house. I don't feel anything dangerous in that or anything like that. But you do feel anxious, and I don't know how do I want to say this. You feel like you're letting your thoughts get away from you. So I would recommend maybe you need to go back to some basics of journaling and burning, get those fears out on paper. Make sure you're breathing. If you need some support, obviously get some extra support. But I feel like it's almost like I'm watching myself kind of get away from myself in my heads. And I do this sometimes too. And I'm like, oh shit, what am I doing? Like, no, I'm in control. I'm in control of my life, not this. And so I got to journal and burn. I need to get the energy out. I need to maybe walk a little bit more, meditate a little bit more, get some support in some way. But I don't feel like, I feel like they're more trying to get your attention, that you need to pay attention to yourself. Like, little self-care would go a long way for you, Alice. Okay. But it's not like you're doing it to the cats. They're trying, it's more the opposite. They're trying to get your attention to let you know you got some stuff to take care of. Okay. But I would sage your house, at least, at the very least, sage your house, because it feels anxious in your house. Vicky, your brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, I don't know if he had a big, huge laugh, but that's what I heard. And I cannot imagine his laugh compared, like, at the same time as your laugh. It would be so fun to watch, just sit back and watch the two of you get the giggles and laugh. And so that's all he's bringing through is his big laughter. And he's just reminding you that life is meant to be fun, almost kind of like a now you got it. Now you got it. Life is meant to be fun. Now you're understanding, almost like just an awareness that he sees the work you've done and all the stuff. But man, his laugh is amazing. Amazing, amazing. I love that I get to hear the laughs of people. Jackie, you're forgetting to put your order in, hun. Forgetting the basics. You're forgetting the basics. I feel like, I think this will be a theme tonight, but I feel like your head has started spinning and you started believing the stories that you started to spin, almost like affirmations. And now you kind of have a little momentum going in the direction that you don't want to be going. So what would it take to turn yourself back around? So you might need to just like clear the slate and start with, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And one of the things that I used to do, because my mindset was challenged, put it that way. And I would often put my focus on what's not working, what I don't want, all the stuff, right? And then I would hear myself say it. I would catch myself, and it was always on this side. That's where I hear all my bullshit. And I would catch it, and I would be like, is this really what I want? No, this is not what I want, because what I really want is da 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 da. And all day long, I was redirecting my mindset all day long because it was that set in the negative side of things. So I had to keep asking, is this what I really want? Nope, because what I really want is da 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 da. And holy cow, did things start to shift really fast. But it just feels like you're in a spin. And I think you are aware enough to know it, but now we got to turn it. And so it's definitely start with the basics, start with meditation, listen to Abraham. And if it's annoying you, don't do it. But I would do some journaling about what it is, why you moved, what did you want to create? Are you taking any steps to get you closer to that? Or are you spending more time over here on this side that you don't want? I actually feel like it wouldn't take too much to turn your boat around. You just have to, it's almost like, it's almost like I just want to turn you around and shove you and be like, no, no, go that way, go that way, to go that way. And so if you are doing all your basic stuff, put it away and go for a walk and go watch a movie, or put the music on, or clean a closet, or clean the toilets, or whatever, just to get yourself out of your head for a little while, and see if that starts to move that momentum the other way. Okay, it's not going to last much longer, hun. Hold on, friends. I'm just reading, seeing which one's calling to me. Cindy, what should I do about my career? Will I get the job I interviewed for? If you don't get that one, you have one right behind it that you're going to get. So don't freak out if you don't get this one. I actually feel like it's undetermined whether I want to say a total yes or a total no to that one. But what I heard was, if you don't get that one, don't worry about it, because there's one right behind it. So what I would do, again, write a list on how you want to feel at the place that you work. Like, what do you want? Put your order in, get it on paper. Paper. You want to feel valued. You want to feel like you get along with everybody. You want to feel like you have a long future with them. You want to feel like you can grow and expand. You want to feel like you are challenged in the most beautiful way. You want to feel like it's creative, like whatever the things is, not necessarily all the to-dos, but how do you want to feel so you can align up with that energy? You guys forget to align the energy. You get so stuck in your heads that you don't work on the alignment piece. And that's what a big reminder is tonight, is get in the alignment. And you can't get in the alignment if you don't know what you want or how you want to feel. So you want to get into the feeling place of it. Ooh, Samantha, I just heard it loud and clear, screamed in my head that you need to trust yourself. Whatever you're walking through, it is trying to get your attention, that you need to trust yourself. Like, that's the message. You got to start trusting yourself. And so some of the stuff that's happening within you and around you is kind of redirecting your energy back into that self-trust place. And that's a tough one. I think it's hard to learn to trust yourself, but I also feel like you've done so much stuff that it's kind of you guys have funny themes tonight. You're spinning and I want to shove you, and I kind of want to shove you too, and just and like, I would put a big sign up somewhere in your house or on your phone or all over the place that just reminds you to trust yourself. Perfect, Alyssa. She goes, I have my listening ears on. Hold on, friends. Hold on. Okay, that's really funny. Iris, I just heard from Charles, and he goes, I'll talk to you on Saturday. So you have to wait. Sorry, sister. Jennifer Hallberg says, counselor, career advice. What I just heard for you is, and I don't know if you're into energy work or where you are on this stuff, but I feel like you need to learn how to manage your energy better. Like, you need to learn how to maintain your energy. And so there's a funny thing that I used to do when I was learning to do this, is I would have to remind myself to witness what was happening in front of me and protect my own energy. And so I called it witness protection. And not protection like something's getting me, but just that phrase, witness protection, really helped me kind of remember things. So you need to witness what's going on with your clients or your family or your friends or whatever. Like, isn't that interesting that what's going on in front of me? And I'm going to maintain my energy. And I feel like you don't have enough or if any tools on how to maintain your energy. So calling in Archangel Michael to put a big blue bubble around you and breathing that blue light in might be a great start. Some people use a white ball of energy, but breathe it in. It's kind of like you need to receive the energy as much as you need to kind of bubble yourself up. Some people like a rainbow. I always tell people with their kids to tell their kids to wrap themselves up in a rainbow and to breathe in those colors, calling in the angels, whatever works for you. But I feel like you need some education on how to maintain your energy, because it almost feels like you're probably either feeling really wiped out and tired or burnt out, and you're kind of wondering if this is what you should be doing. And I think you're very good at what you do, but if you would maintain your energy, you would feel a lot better. And I think you would get a little bit more inspired as well. I do love that, Jolene. I do love that. I think you should make him some brownies. I think that's hilarious. I think you should go open up some conversation, sister. Okay, this is funny. You guys have to see this. I think that's great. Just feeling a little stuck in general. I'm a tiny human tamer, aka preschool teacher. Bless you. Bless you, and we send you strength. When you guys are saying, and I hear this all the time, I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. And I loved how you said it, because you said I'm just feeling stuck, because we're never stuck. Energy is always moving. It's never stuck. We can feel stuck though. And so you kind of want to play with the words a little bit, because you always want the energy to keep moving. And I feel like you have quite the routine that you follow, which makes sense because you're a preschool teacher and you kind of have to do that. But I think your outside world is almost just as routine as your work world. And I think you need to throw all that up and do something a little bit different. Take a different way to work, eat something different for breakfast, wear different outfits than you normally would, go on a little, like, it was so interesting this weekend. Because in Fargo this winter has been kind of a long winter, and I'm a winter girl. Like, I like winter and I like snow and I like going out and skiing and all that kind of stuff. And this winter has been very long. And we went to Duluth. It was 4 days, easy little trip. And it was the most free I felt in the last couple months. And I was like, damn, I need to like get out and do some different stuff. And I feel like I want you to do some of that kind of stuff too. Go eat at a totally new place, or change your hair, what kind of makeup you do, or get new underwear. It's amazing how many women don't get new underwear for themselves for years and years and years. But I feel like you need to stir up your day-to-day world, not in school, but your living day. Because I think you are just doing a lot of the same old, and I think you're bored. I don't think you're stuck. I think you're bored. And so you need a little bit new challenge on your outside world, not in your school world. That one you handle well. But I do think that you need to mix it up a little bit on the outside. Hold on a second, friends. It's getting too hot. Hold on. All right, those that are new, remember, if you have someone that you want me to speak to, I need their name, how old they are, how they died, and how they're connected to you. Hold on a second. I'm stuck on this one, but I don't have the answer yet. Hold on a second. So Joanne, when I read that, I had to kind of sit with it a second. So it says you're assistant librarian, assistant city clerk. I don't think it has to do with the jobs. What I'm feeling is your it's like your body is it's so funny what they show me. What they're showing me is like your body's not attached, like your spirit's not attached to your body, which means you probably live up here a little bit more than being really present in your body. And it's trying to get you to stay in your body and be present. And to do that, like you need to be present. And you might need to do some different things. Like there might be some diet changes for sure. Like I would do all the things. Like I would change my diet. I would I would definitely suggest, it almost feels like you don't do enough self-care. So whether it's journaling about what's bugging you at work, whether it's meditation, working out feels really important. And it doesn't have to be a gym. It can be dancing around your house. It can be going for a walk, because I feel like being outside is really important to you. And I don't know if you do that in the wintertime. A lot of people don't. But I almost feel like it's your body trying to get some attention, not necessarily about your career. It doesn't even feel like your career. It feels like your body's trying to get your attention. And so I would start looking at like, where am I ignoring my body? And, am I doing the yoga? Am I doing the meditation? Am I getting enough sleep at night? Am I watching shows that actually feel good to watch? Am I spending time doing things that actually fill me up and I'm excited about? Or maybe you don't even know those things anymore and you need to start to go out and find some things that are fun for you or exciting for you. But I feel like it's more like your body's trying to get your attention. Doesn't even feel anything like anything with your career. I like both the jobs for you. I think it's different. Ah, Karen, that's great. So Karen's the one I read right at the beginning, and she said, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Jody. That was beautiful. I see triple numbers all the time. But then here's what you do. Maybe that's him. I thought it was my angels, but they all travel together. So you bet it's him for sure. It doesn't mean that it's not angel messages. It could be him bringing the numbers so you see them and get the message. So they're working as a team. Okay? Love it. Kristen Sather, yes, I actually like, I want to be like, yeah, like that's going to be so good for you. I don't know what it is, but yes, I like it. I'd like the change for you a lot. Give it a little time though, because I think when you first start, I think it's really uncomfortable to start new employments. So give it a couple months until you get like your feet under you. But yes, I love it. Jody, I would get Jody Wilson with, your guidance where your abilities would be best served. What I hear is go back to the basics, which this isn't going to be that fun for you to hear, but I would start to write down, how do you want to feel at your next career? How do you want to feel? Not what you want to do. Get really clear on how you want to feel. That's going to start to bring in some different energy that you wouldn't have thought of, and some different opportunities. Then some different doors will open up, and then you can decide, oh, yeah, I don't want to do that, but that one kind of looks cool. But get really clear on how you want to feel first. They're saying work. They're like work from your heart out when you're looking into your best thing. And I also feel like it was such a great idea to take that time. I'm so happy you did that, because now you're clear. Now you're like, all right, I'm good. Now what do I want to do? So I love that. Okay, these people that are telling you to message them and blah, 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 don't do that, you guys. It's a scam. Okay, I don't know them. Don't do it. Never send them money. This Terry person. Um, Iris, you're going to have to hold on, sister. They're all coming on Saturday. Megan, what I heard right off the bat, anniversary of your brother's death coming up this month, anything he wants us to know. And the first thing he says, you need to know I'm okay. You guys might not be okay, but I'm okay. And I do hear that message a lot. I give that message a lot. I also feel like, and I don't know if your family has anything planned. It almost feels like you guys do, but he doesn't want it to be, I mean, and he's not saying this like in a jerky way by any means. There's a lot of compassion behind him, and he's like, I don't want it to be a sad day. I want you to celebrate my life that I did have. So he wants it to be more of a celebration than anything. And I think that's difficult at first, right? And so do the best you can, first of all. And he's like, remember those times that I drove you crazy. Remember those times, that made you laugh. Remember some of those things. And it doesn't matter if you're with people or just by yourself. It almost kind of feels like you kind of want to be on your own, which is totally fine. But he's like, pay attention to my presence. And I guarantee he'll send some kind of sign to you that day, because around the death anniversaries, a lot of energy can come through because we're thinking about them so much and we're feeling about them so much. And so I would also encourage him. I would have it come from you. And tell him, like, listen, I need you to come through big and strong and obnoxious and loud, so I cannot miss your sign that day. Because then you're going to be focused on his presence, not so much on the absence. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay if you can't get there this year, but at some point he wants it to be more of a day of remembering and celebrating. But that might take some time, and that's okay. Oh, good, Vicky, the one with the laugh. She said, oh my God, yes, totally spot on. He was so dang funny. We always laughed. I always said I married the wrong brother. I kind of agree. Kind of agree, hun. Yeah, Terry, get the hell out. No, go away. These people are so annoying. These people are scams, you guys. Delete comment. Hold on, you guys. I got to get rid of these guys. Do not give these people your name. Don't ever give them any money. All right, let's see. Peggy might not like my answer. I actually have a very handy husband. So her question is, her home remodeling project is not moving forward like it needs to, and her husband is doing the work and is a big procrastinator. Is there any better way to communicate? I would just hire someone to do one of the little jobs. And then when he gets mad about it, just say, either I'm going to hire someone or you get it done, one of the two, and see if that pushes his buttons a little bit. Now, would most people give that as advice? Probably not. That's what I would do. But let's see what Spirit says. Number one, I think you should clear your house too, hon. If you haven't cleared your house since you started, and I know you clear houses, so it does kind of feel like the house feels muddy to me. And what happens when you start to remodel, this is why I always tell people to, if you're going to have me do a house clearing, people will call and be like, oh, we're doing this big remodel, I'll call you afterwards. I'm like, no, do it before, because you want the house to have good, just clear all that kind of energy, because the walls are full and the floors are full and all the stuff that we have, it's full of all this energy. And sometimes when you've done a lot of growing and then all of a sudden you're ripping out walls and things like that, some of that old shit comes up and it makes the place really muddy. And so I would do another clearing on your house, Peggy, because I think that would be helpful, because that's a word that keeps coming, is muddy. And then I would have the conversation and say, hey, if you don't start getting some of this stuff done, like which projects can we hire somebody and we'll just have someone come in and do it. And that oftentimes will give a little kick in the butt. Okay, so your first thing, Jackie, then is to intend to find a new place. That's top of the list. How you want it to feel, how much you want to pay in rent, what opportunities are there. Ask your angels to help you find the right place and do it quickly. Like get your focus on that. Okay. Yep, you got to put your order in. Cindy. Cindy says tips for sleeping during the full and the new moons. Yeah, I don't often sleep well. That's why I do so many clearing sessions during the full moon, because I don't sleep that well during the full moon. I would kind of set your brain for allowing the moon to do its work, and I would share with the moon that you'll be less resistive for it to do its clearing work if it lets you sleep, and see if that helps you. That's what I heard for you, Cindy. So that's really funny. So you might be a little resistive to the full moon energy. And some people are, because the full moon energy is here to help us clear away and anything that doesn't serve us. And it's here to kind of move energy and bring shit up and clear it away. And a lot of people that do my full moon clearing, they do tend to sleep better after the clearings because they're moving the energy up and out, right? But I wonder if you fight it a little bit, and so your body gets a little worked up as well, so then it doesn't rest. And so I would have a conversation with the moon and say, listen, like, I get that you're supposed to do whatever you're supposed to do, but I would be much less of a fighter if you would just let me sleep. And see if that supports you a little bit. I usually try to do more walks outside. I try to tire myself out. I watch really boring things in the evening, or I don't watch TV at all, or I read a boring book or something. But I try not to get into anything before bed. Do a hot bath or a hot shower, whatever you like better. And I make it more of a routine so that even if I'm not sleeping, I don't worry about it. I just let my body rest. I'm like, okay, like, we're not going to sleep that well, but I can lay here and I can be comfortable and I can just rest. And I'm usually not tired around the full moon. Today I'm a little tired because I skied for a couple days, but normally I have tons of energy around the full moon, even if I don't sleep well, because that moon energy is constantly moving through us. Okay. See if some of that helps you a little bit. Oh my God, I already blocked you, sister. Get out of here. All right, there we go. Yep, sorry about the trolls, you guys. Trying to catch them. Michelle Ray, I would actually have you take a peek at my website and look under space clearing. I think your house could use a good clearing. I definitely think you have some loved ones there, relatives, grandma, grandpa, things like that. But I also feel some spirits that just don't need to be there. You're not in any danger, none of that kind of stuff, but it's just not that healthy to have around. And your house feels busy to me. That's like the energy that I feel. So I would actually just either email me or go to my website and take a peek at space clearing, because I think your house could use it. And that would help your son feel a little bit more comfortable in the house as well. Kids do feel that stuff so much more than a lot of adults do. You guys, this Terry chick, don't talk to her. And don't give her any money. Boy, I've Blocked her a couple times here. Sorry about the troll, guys. Leanne Moracle, wherever you are, don't talk to this Terry chick. She is a scammer. Okay. Yep, this winter has been a little bit heavy. So we definitely need to do things that lighten us up a little bit. Yeah, Maggie, I would love to work with you in spirit school. I think you'd be a great fit. If you have specific questions, let me know. But yeah, did you see my face light up? Yes. Christy Byers, good to see you. Where the hell have you been, sister? I wonder if this might be for you, Robin. So she said her mom passed from a stroke at 72. And I have a woman with you. I don't know if it's her, but I have this woman with me, and she feels like she's got a little belly on her, kind of like me, maybe a little bit bigger than me. And she also has an apron on. And this might not be your mom. I can't quite place who she's supposed to be with, but she's a baker. She's like the grandma baker lady, and she bakes cookies and all that kind of stuff. But I do have someone coming through, and she's so funny. She's like, wish I could just give everyone cookies. Like, all these people are sad and they need cookies, and she just wants to take care of everybody. So Robin, your name kept coming forward, but I'm not for sure that it's your mom, unless that makes sense to you. So just let me know in the comments if that makes sense to you or if it makes sense to somebody else in the group. See, it's funny. Sean Dell said that absolutely makes sense. Funny you should mention new underwear because I've been meaning to buy some for several months. Yes, girls, get yourself some new underwear. I had a client, and one of her biggest homeworks that was the most challenging for her, she has since crossed over, so I can tell this story because I can hear her laughing. She hadn't bought herself new underwear for years. Like years. She had like the band of her underwear falling off of her. And I made her go buy herself new underwear and new bras. And all she talked about for 3 weeks was how much more comfortable she was because she finally had underwear that fit her. And I was like, oh my Lord. And she was so generous with everyone around her, and she just never was that for herself. Katrina, Megan Garcia, childhood friend, death unknown, just found a few days ago. I tried reaching out to her a month or so before she passed. So she feels to me a little cloudy still. And like you said, it was just a few days ago. I wonder if it had been a little bit before she was found. That's kind of what it feels like. And one of the things, like I don't know how to explain it. Oh, when you're about to kind of sob and you kind of catch it and it comes back, like she's like, I am so much more peaceful now. And so I don't know what was going on in her life. It feels like some mental health issues that got kind of worse and worse and worse. I don't know that she quite understood that she was just kind of falling into a really icky place, but she keeps saying, I'm so much better now. I'm so much better now. I'm so much better now. And she's like, I am okay, but I'm so much better now. But then she kind of puts her head back. She's like, I just need to rest. Like, she very much, and when traumatic things or different things that happen, I don't know how she passed, but when that kind of stuff happens, a lot of times they'll go into what we call the healing place. And that's what it feels like she's in, because she's still a little foggy to me. She doesn't feel necessarily confused, but she feels cloudy for a few weeks before she passed. And she feels a little cloudy now, more so because she's trying to clear her energy and do some healing. And she's like, I have to go in like inside for a while. And then I do think down the road, I do think you'll start to see some signs from her. But I think it might be a little bit because she needs some time. So I don't know what the whole story is, but it feels like it got pretty heavy, and I don't know that she even realized it. So she's like, I will come back. But right now, she's like, I just want to, like, I keep seeing her. She's like, I just want to rest. But she's okay. I hope that helps, hon. It feels like it was pretty traumatic for everybody. Amen, Lori Lashman. New socks are amazing feel too. One of the first things I did, not first things, actually was one of the first little upgrades I made. I was taking a class on abundance, and one of the homework things was to find some little thing that you could upgrade. And we were really broke at the time, and so I was trying to find a really little thing that I could upgrade. And I went to do laundry and fold socks, and I hated all our socks. They felt like shit. They were all stained. I hated them. I had boys that would wear them outside all the time. And Eli wasn't home was the only reason that I did this, because he would have never let me do this. Because he's not a wasty kind of, he doesn't waste things. And I took all those socks and I threw them in the garbage, and I went to Walmart or Kmart. I think we had Kmart at that time, and I bought all new socks for everyone, and I just put them back in our sock bin. And he came home and he was like, what'd you do? And I was like, God, it's new fucking socks. I couldn't stand it anymore. It's an upgrade. We're upgrading. We're going to have nice socks from now on. And he's like, I think that's a good choice. And he walked away. And I was like, all right, perfect. Oh, Katrina, that's beautiful. Jolene, that's great. But now you actually have to have a conversation with him too. You're so funny. Huh. Jerry Brown Roraback. So she said, I feel like something wants to come to me. What do I need to do to allow it to come? Wish I knew what you did for a living. I'm wondering if you do this kind of work, because it almost feels like something wants to channel through you. So it could be an idea, it could be some inspiration, it could be channeling, it could be all sorts of different things. But what I would do when I can feel that energy, like something wants to come to me and I don't know what it is, number one, I focus on it being something amazing. Okay. Because some people are like, oh, I feel something coming. And then they get into all this fear stuff about it. I don't do that anymore. I'm like, no, whatever it is, it's going to be good stuff. Like, what, I wonder what it's going to be. If I could have my pick, this is what I hope it is. And I start putting my order in and I start working on my vibration. I do my meditations. I do my journaling. I do my intentions. I start affirming things. I start breathing in a lot during the day, taking nice big breaths. I practice I'm open to receive. I am enough, therefore I have enough. I open my hands a lot. Like I do all my stuff to open myself up so that I'm open to receive. And if I have some resistance around that, then I make sure that either I bring it up with my mentor or I do some journaling around it. But I always try to open up when I feel that energy. So I would get your energy in alignment. Don't worry about what's coming. Get your energy in alignment and put your wish in what you hope it is. Okay. It feels like ideas, inspiration, something though. Thanks, Christy. There's just trolls. Don't waste your energy. I just have to block them faster. Think about spirit school too, Joanne. You might just need a little support and reminder that it's okay and it's safe to be in your body. A lot of people walk around like that. And again, it's one of those things that you need to get back to some basics. Meditation takes you out of your body. So you need to learn how to come back into your body and stay in your body. So think about spirit school, sister. A lot of people struggle with that piece. Yep, Peggy, for sure about the clearing. Katrina, of course they will be. It's going to take some time, hun, but yeah, for sure they will be. And yeah. Yep. They're the ones who helped her cross over, hun. Yay, Maggie. I'd love to have you in spirit school, hun. I'd love to have you all in spirit school. Oh, Alyssa, that's great. She said, follow up for you. I had asked you about my house selling and you smiled and said not to worry about it too much because it was going to happen soon. 60 days from market to close. Wow, that's fast. Thank you for giving me that guidance. Made the process less stressful. Absolutely. Good, Kathy. Maybe that's your mama coming through. Okay, hold on, friends. Let me read some of these. Okay. Susanna, I want you to take a deep breath when I give you this message, okay? So she said, I broke 2 bones in my ankle and had it realigned last Wednesday. Waiting for surgery this Friday. Flat on my back, elevated leg. Can't drive or put pressure on it for 6 to 8 weeks. I think the universe could have found a kinder way to slow me down. I wonder how many signs the universe gave you to slow down because you feel a little bit stubborn, Suzanne. And she said, how will I do this living on my own? Can I depend on my daughter? I think this is a great opportunity for you to learn to ask for lots of help, whether it's from your daughter, whether it's from other people, whether it's from a church. If you don't have a lot of friends, sometimes you can call a church and ask for some support. Sometimes you can post it on Facebook and have some Facebook friends help you out. I think it's more about you learning to ask for help and receiving the help more than anything, which you probably won't like that answer very much. But the universe doesn't punish us, you guys. It doesn't do things to, and I actually used to really think the universe was punishing me. I was just like, geez, are you freaking kidding me? And I would feel punished, but it was much more self-punishment internally than it was anything else. And learning how to ask for help was awful at first until I learned to ask for help. And then I was like, wow, all these people actually do want to help. And I have complete strangers helping me all the time. So one of the affirmations I started to say when my dad got really sick was helpful people are all around. Helpful people are all around. And I learned to not count on family. I learned to count on humanity. And that served me really well because I had and still do have help coming all over the place when I remember to ask for it and when I'm open to receive it. And shit happens in life, whether we break our leg or we lose someone or you screw something up or your car breaks down or whatever. And helpful people are all over this world. You just got to be okay with reaching out to them and asking for some support. Okay. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. Jackie, think about spirit school. You know me. You know some of the people in spirit school, I bet. That might be a good baby step until you can create one in your own space where you are. Okay? Yeah, usually when we hurt ourselves, you guys, there's some reason for it. A lot of times it comes back to either asking for help or self-care or, slowing down or, you might have gotten lots and lots of different little hints that maybe you should slow down, things like that. I don't ever think anything. I do think things are just accidental sometimes. I do. But I also feel like there's usually something in it that you can have an opportunity. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me go back and read some of these that I didn't do. Hold, please. Good, Ashley. I'm glad you said that. She said, I can relate to some of these messages. Love the readings. Okay. I want to do one more here. Let's see. Hold, please. Hold, please. You guys are asking great questions. So Christy Byers, what I keep hearing is like, where have you been? Like, I know I said that, where have you been? But now I'm hearing spirit, like, where you been? What are you doing? Why are you not bridging the two together? Like, I think you got busy in your human life and you forgot this other part of you, and you're supposed to work together. I think you know that though. So maybe there's a way we can bridge that gap some more. Okay. All right, friends. Interesting. All right, friends. I am done. Okay. So tomorrow we have the kickoff for Spirit School. There's plenty of time. You can still join us. This week, what we start with is a video with some basics around fear. And then we're going to start the lives next week. So we still have this week. If there's some people that want to jump in, please share, let people know. But if you are feeling like some of these people are feeling, you guys join us, because that's why I created it for. Okay. I created it to have a community. I created it for me as much as I did for you guys. And the thing I'm really excited for this year is we have a small enough group that we can really cater it to the people that are in the group. And that if there's specific things you guys want to be working on a little bit, like we can dig into some of that. Okay. And I love it because it's a year-long deal. You can come in and out as much as you want. I really suggest people stick with us the first 6 weeks for sure. And then you might kind of jump in and out a little bit, but it's only $197 for the year, $25 a month. So the pricing is super, super, super affordable. And I did that on purpose as well. I know a lot of people right now are struggling. So we needed to make sure it was equal energy exchange, but we wanted to make sure that it was affordable as well. Oh, Joanne, thank you. Yes, I do have a winner. I knew I was forgetting something. I do have a winner. So I had a little contest and people needed to put in a story of something that happened that spirit supported them and things like that. And we had a whole bunch of different things that came in. And they didn't post it on Facebook like I kind of wanted you guys to, but that's okay. We'll be more clear about that next year. But it was really fun to read the stories that did come through, because so many people have all these amazing stories about spirit. Thank you, Peggy. I want to put that up there so people can read it. That's great. Jody has been the best mentor and has helped me so much in releasing fears and getting in tune with spirit. And most of all, finding her voice, which is a beautiful voice. And she always joins us at the fall retreat when she can and does our yoga for us. So it's amazing. And that's exactly what happens in these communities, you guys. You find I have friends. Some of my best friends are people that I've met in communities like this. And it's so, so fun. So the winner for the year-long membership for Spirit School is, I had him in a hat here, and the winner is Brandy Beaton. Brandy Beaton. I don't think I saw her name on here tonight. Brandy Beaton. I will make sure to connect with her, but she is the winner of the year-long membership. Okay. So she can connect with me and I'll get her all set up over in Spirit School. And if you guys have other questions, you're wondering if it's the right fit for you or any of that kind of stuff, make sure that you reach out to me or my assistant. We are happy to help you with anything like that. Tomorrow night, if you want to just try what my energy is like, maybe you want a little bit more of how I teach classes and things like that, join us over in the Full Moon Group Clearing. That's at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, Central Time Zone. And that you actually have to go sign up through my website, and then you go through Mighty Networks, which is a platform that I do all my classes. And once you're in on that, that is $25 a month as well. And you get all the recordings to all the clearings, which is really awesome, because then you can listen to them all month long, which is what I recommend for people. But if you still want to have a little bit more experience with me, see if I'm a good fit for you, try the full moon group clearings, because that's some of the work we'll be doing in Spirit School as well. And I do space clearings, and we have our fall retreat coming up that I'll be talking about. And I'm taking a group to Sedona next year and all sorts of fun stuff. So I always have something going on, you guys. And so if I can help you at all, make sure you reach out, let me know. Otherwise, I will see those of you that join me in Spirit School. And then I will see the rest of you at the full moon group clearings. And then the rest of you I'll see at some point, whether we do this again or do a little mini class like we did last week or whatever. So I hope you all have a great evening and enjoy the full moon tomorrow night. Be open to releasing all your junk. And I hope that you guys join me in the full moon clearing. Okay. All right. See you guys. And I hope to see you in Spirit School. Bye, guys.